Hey everybody and welcome to Bandite's Let's Sculpt January day 20. Today's topic is tools, so we'll be making a tool for justice. I got the idea to make a Ninja Turtle, so a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here is another turtle, turtle power. Okay, sorry for that. It was obligatory, right? So let's just. I'm first gonna do one more thing here, and that's to append. I don't know the Orbis brushes. I don't really. Hey Marie, how you doing? Hey Pix, well first besides her. Marie's a her. I am gonna go to. I downloaded the Orbs brushes pack, and yesterday I tried them out. So today, I don't know why I'm doing all this. What's going on? Oh, okay, no. So, whoops. Local. I just have to follow some steps. Roaming. That's it. I'll put them in the start file once I get around to it, but yeah, there we go. Brush, and then we can just add these brushes. I don't know how much I'm gonna use these brushes because they seem pretty cool. So if we now go into, I think one of the first is the Sculpt Draw. We see these other brushes here, but they're mainly. I think you can mainly use them for. Yeah, I'm just gonna remesh this a little bit more detailed. Smooth normals, because I'm not gonna go into checking this with you guys a lot. So yeah, there we now can make very easy scars, straight scars. So that's the only thing I immediately see. The other thing I noticed is that on the scrape brush there are two more scrape brushes, the one being a little bit more robust. Because all they do is change some settings, and they don't do anything special. They change some settings and they use some texture to make everything a little bit cleaner. And also the other one, it's pretty nice for cleaning up. It kind of mimics the kind of mimics. You know, you see what I did there? Kind of mimics the yeah, the polish brush in ZBrush. So that's pretty nice. I'm just gonna go real quick to Topo and kind of symmetrize this again, and then turn on symmetry, and then we can jump into what we actually want to make. I'm gonna remesh it. Okay, there we go. So we want to make a Ninja Turtle. I'm gonna use as reference some of the Ninja Turtles art from the comics, because I think they fit most with my style. I'm being a little bit weird here with my. Explanation, but yeah, if it seems like some of my brushes, the settings changed, that may be the case. I'm gonna make sure that I kind of use the default brushes when I want to, because now I have to check two places for the correct brushes. I wish there was some way to add them here. I don't guess they're looking into that. But they're at the moment they're settings of other brushes, of course. It's not a bad thing, but you know. So first things first, we want to try and figure out the shape. So I'm gonna go in here. Scrape this a little bit flatter. Flatten this. Easier. There we go. Because they're pretty straightforward, but I want to get them right? So don't know if I want to make the mask in the sculpt. I think so, yes, but we'll see. We'll see what it brings. They have very short necks, and they have very bulky. I'm overdoing it a little bit. My strength of my should be lower, I think. Yeah. And now it kind of looks very weird. It looks like a duck. I have to smooth this out. I have to look at some other pictures. I might, I'm not gonna show the artworks because I might get in trouble for that again. Yeah, but it's a better artwork. Okay, so we can kind of see they do have a neck, so let's not pretend they don't have a neck. This will be a little bit experimenting at the beginning, so I don't know how to build a shape like this yet, but this is why we challenge ourselves, right? Shoulders. This is not going to be easy. This is oof. I think just gonna use a flatten brush too, because there are edges in here that don't need to be in here. I'm just gonna remesh it as well for a second so we don't get the stretch parts here. Okay, let's turn this into a back. Let's create an actual neck, because we still do have a neck. Bring the shoulders down, bring the shoulders also a bit forward for a more natural pose. There we go. I kind of wanna. So hi man, good to be back and joining your routine sculpts. Hey Heartbreak, how are you doing? Ninja Turtles are good. Ileonitis, what's up? How you doing? Yes, this is a duckling. You seem to be streaming 24/7. Well, I'm streaming at the moment every day, so for SculptJanuary, so that was the goal. It's my first goal for 2020, and after that we'll see what we'll do. Take a break for a second. Probably. Man, they have really these bulky. They're bulky. They have these muscles like crazy here, man. Let's try and separate the head a little bit from the neck here. Kind of force the shape a little bit in here so we can see the proportions a bit better. I'll bring in some very basic eyebrows. There we go. And kind of bring in the necessary shapes. I think like everything has to be a little bit flatter and broader. Just gonna, yeah, there we go. Now it starts to look like one. I think this has to be a little bit more like this. This part goes up, this part goes down again. Yeah, there we go. Now we're starting to see the shape. Kind of bring in like a very basic reference for the mouth. Kind of adjust that into position. And bring it in a little bit lower. We're gonna pinch this together, so. Cool, very cool. All right. I have two main references from cover art from one of the Let's see here. Oh, there's another good. You have a comic with Batman? It's pretty rad. So let's get our basic shapes in here, right? So we want this line to be there. Blow that up a little bit. They're bulky dudes. Get a little bit more carve in here. Can maybe use the oh, there's another carve one. I thought oh come on, where was it? I thought there. Oh yeah, there you go. That's another carve up tool. It kinda might work better a little bit for our needs. Of course this needs to go to the back. I'm just gonna force it in here for a second. Really apologize, remesh I mean. Really apologize. Correcting our mistakes. I'm just gonna use that brush to yeah, it still kind of makes some strange artifacts sometimes because of the texture, but gets the job done. The hardest part here is bringing the mask in actually, because the mask is like really stuck to the face, and if I don't give it a different color, it will actually like not look good. At the same time, making it a separate object and sticking it so close to the face might be close to impossible. So yeah, this ain't gonna be easy, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna bring in more the shape of these the mask here, because do have like some protruding eyebrows above the mask. Let's use this one. Like this, right? No, maybe not that extreme. They do have some space between their eyes. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the eyes though. Bring this a little bit lower, smooth it out. Bring in the mask here that we need. Also need to exaggerate this a little bit. The nose. Maybe we can even already put that line in there. There we go. Not too harsh, of course. Yeah, and I'm gonna bring in eyeballs, but just because they have like glowing eyes. You don't actually see eyeballs, but just for a reference of where this ought to be. They have a little bit different anatomy, so. I also want to think already about the expression, because my expressions always seem to be better if I do this early on, even if it does mean breaking symmetry already. I'm just gonna film this up a little bit. Also gonna have to check if it looks good in 3D, of course. Okay, so let's make a small eye hole in here. what I'm gonna do is put these already on shade smooth, so don't have to worry about pupils and all that good stuff. Okay, so definitely gonna put in a little bit more of an eye hole in here. You have like these squinted eyes, right? Because they're focusing on the mission. It just looks grumpy. So add a little bit more to that. I know Cyber's sticking too much. Slowly getting there. Alright, need more detail. Let's go to 0.08. Because I'm just pushing separate vertices around and it's not good. I'll put on some music in the meantime, while Blender is loading. Yeah, let's go for the Skyrim winter ambience. Cool. So now we see that we have like enough detail here to do something properly. Get some cool lines in here. My reference. Like I find a lot of stuff from the new cartoons, but they're very simplistic and yeah. Some people make really creepy art of these guys. Okay, I already want to start thinking about where the mask goes. They're not always, they're not drawn very like how would you say that? Consistent, that's the word. So some reference might like look different than other reference. That's not really super handy. So I need to be careful of which ones I base my anatomy from. Or, you know, just get the shapes in there that really are telling of the Ninja Turtles. Yeah. And the color does a little bit. I don't even know which one I'm making, you know. At this moment it looks a bit like Raphael, like he's a bit sturdier. Like in the comics, they mostly look the same with just different headbands. It's just that in the more modern iterations that they really look different, the character designs look different, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm not drawing a standard one. Let's say it's Donatello, you know. Nah, it's definitely like Raphael or Leonardo, I guess. One of the two. But I don't want to spend too much. I mean, I could pick out one concept art and really try to go for that one, but then I don't have enough reference to really get the anatomy in all the right places, so I'll fatten this up a little bit. It's looking a little bit thin. I really want to stick out the eyebrow a little bit more. It's a little bit weird. I think I need a little bit more correct anatomy in here, so I'm bringing the eye hole a little bit more. Wherever that might be for a turtle. Cheekbone goes here anyway, so I use a scrape brush a little bit to kind of simplify some of these lines. Oops. I need to bring out this shape a little bit more. Yeah, because it's really telling, but I think this goes a little bit more to the back. And that might be more rounded off in the edge. So just gonna scrape this in the shape that I want. I really like the scraping brush. It's like once I started using it more, it really became apparent what I can do with it. Let's not overdo the shape here. Maybe small. Head a little bit more round. Let's bring this in a little bit, yeah. Flatten this side of the head. Bring a seam in here. And kind of push this in. There we go. Sorry if I'm being a bit more silent today. It's only Monday, but whoa, what's going on? Okay, I still am saving to the start file for some reason. That's awesome. we go. And what we could do, actually, in edit mode. So I'm thinking of like already putting in some asymmetry, but like we can actually just split the neck. Right. There we go. Separate selection. We can go in here, select this entire thing, just go out of edit modes. And we can also have different levels because we got like in some trouble with that last time. So I don't know. No. Oh, we got a lot of floating. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not magnificent. Let's go to edge mode and try to fix this. Okay, select everything. Wait, there's a button for this. Oh no, select everything. Yeah, there we go. Alright, wait, select everything here. Okay, right click. Press dissolve vertices. No, that wasn't it. It's taking too long. Bro gives turtles new life. Well, let's see about that. Press the wrong button, so you have a second. I put some of the sculpts on ArtStation, and I'm getting also people on ArtStation following me. That's nice. I'm gonna get a cookie while my blender is fuming. Cool. Very cool. My special German cookies are almost. Okay, so this might be a problem. Any questions? You can ask him now. Keep over here so I don't destroy your ears. How's everybody doing? Yeah, this is not really a problem. This is me asking too much of Blender. So I just saved, so I'm just gonna close the program. Because I saved like, yeah, didn't lose really anything. So let's try it again. Let me separate the head this time, right? I think I want to press on faces here before I separate. Oh wait, did I not? Oh, cool. Let's do this again because I don't trust this. Double A. Man, my hair looks out of whack today. I need to come on, double A, select nothing. What's your problem? No? Is that not the button you press for? Let's just select one here and then. go. Okay. Separate selection. Yeah, let's, oh, come on. Fill this up. Go to object modes. Select the other one. Come on. And I'm gonna fill this up. Oh, come on. I think we kind of have the same problem, but I can still fill this up for some reason. So, no problems. And I kind of want to, oops, we want the mirror object to be the head, and parentheses to the head. And now that we have our base mesh, we can, I'm gonna put the origin to the center of mass, so this. I really want to put an extreme pose here a little bit. Something like this, yeah. And then have the camera here. A bit like here. Play around a little bit. Even adjust the size if we want to. Become extra bulky. Soul turtle. Really give him this. I'm gonna rotate the head even a little bit, you know. It's like, you wanna go, pretty boy? I'm not sure. Go with that. Now we can go into sculpt mode and still like have our nice symmetry. Yeah. Really get the shape of the eyes correct here. Inflate this a little bit. Already kind of have to think about the mask being here because I don't want to put any creases in that kind of, you know. But it would be kind of cool to put in a different color in for the mask. So I want to give him less of a smile here. What's your rig build of? You mean my computer rig? Because there's no digital rig going on here. 2 screens, a microphone, a tablet, and a computer. Nah, sorry. It's just simple system. It's a gigabyte motherboard from an i5, an RTX 970 from it's an RTX 970. I don't know. I think it's not sure. We'd have to look. Yeah, working from Windows. I used to be like, I worked a long time in a computer shop, so I used to be like knowing all of the good setups and all of the latest hardware, because it was my job to know, right? So kind of trying to get some shape in here. If I Google graphic turtles, weird stuff. Okay, TMNT comics. Okay, I'm getting more. Oh, I'm getting fan art. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's a good one. There we go. That's the lens I'm looking for. So I really want to make the cool lines, you know. There we go. Flatten out some lines that are not necessary. There we go. I was playing The Sims earlier, being super productive and all that. I forgot to ask Marie something. Marie, are you still there? Nah, I'll ask you later. Yeah, I was chatting with her earlier and kind of wanted to ask her something. But remind me that I wanted to ask you something if you're watching. Something importante. It wasn't super important, but... Okay, I'm going just like this. But I really want to get these lines in here, these angry lines. My crease fall off might be a bit not okay for this. So again, my lines look dirty, but clean that up once you get there, right? So maybe use a spray brush and whoops, that's not the spray brush. That's not the spray brush. Already get some a little bit more forms in here. And then try to get a single form in here. I'll flatten that out as well. There we go. That's a little bit what I'm looking for. I'm gonna stretch these out, kind of stylize it a bit. And these need to be broader by the end of it, so I'm just gonna force it a little bit now. Don't worry, we'll fix the straight lines later. I was just getting the clay in there, basically, you know. That's what I'm trying to do. Maybe these lines have to be a little bit more here. Being a little bit more messier than I need to be, but just want to see what works. I'm just gonna flatten this out a little bit because, you know, I'm definitely looking at a version where the mask goes a little bit in a different direction. Really get the shape of everything a little bit more in here. So I definitely want to flatten this more and pull the shape out more to the back. kind of implies us. I think that implies the jaw. Yeah, look at it. It doesn't have to protrude that much, but let's go flattening in. But definitely makes it a little bit more three-dimensional. So stick out the neck here a little bit more. Not so much, we'll do that later. So it doesn't really matter, like if I already kind of drag it down here, at the other side it will be overlapping anyway, so. Okay. Just gonna make this a little bit more forward looking. If you get what I mean, yeah. Fall off to linear. There we go. We get nice edges here. God, that crane is moving again. Can't wait for them to finish up. Oops. It's a bit weird. I'm gonna really quickly press period here so we're focused on the mesh again. Like you could like pick the grab brush and just move this very slightly, press the period, and then you're kind of you're focused on the last selected vertices with the brush. So anyway, doesn't really matter. Okay, this looks good. And we can do some fun things with it, like the spots they have. They like brush them in. That might be nice. Okay, so. This might be another edge I kind of want to emphasize. Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna rake this side. Gonna make this a little bit flatter for the mask. There we go. And then go around here. I'm gonna even push this out just a little bit. And put this more into the back. Yeah. Feeling it a little bit out. All right. Now I need to think. How are we gonna do the mask? There's easy ways and hard ways to do this. I mean, the easiest way would be just to texture it, but I kind of want to give it some, yeah, because that's gonna be a lot of detail work. But where is it? Yeah, but I can try and kind of already put like a little bit of a basic edge in there, kind of crease it together to get this nice detail. Okay. Also do this in the back. Kind of line these up. There we go. Getting these notifications from ArtStation from time to time, which is always nice. If you're not following an ArtStation yet, you can always go there by typing in my name, I think. Okay, now comes the harder part of actually I don't know at which one I was looking at when I decided to have the mask not go over the eyebrows, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it should. So we'll have a seam go in here, right? Smooth this out. Okay, I don't know how well this is gonna work with it. You have to destroy all of that detail again once I start. Okay. Maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, I think here this needs to be a little bit broader. Smooth this out. I can even like stretch it a little bit so it looks like cloth being pushed. Because that doesn't look bad. And then kind of want to take this over the nose a little bit. Yeah, like this. A little bit thicker, especially here. There we go. And then kind of punch this together to a smooth line. I'm just gonna crease it a little bit in here. Okay, so now how that we know how to do it, let's hope it was a smart decision doing that first. Just gonna make the crease a little bit harder here. And we can stylize it a little bit. Now we can here like can really draw in these shapes. Maybe inflate it even a little bit. And then we can bring back our smooth shapes here. Yeah. Probably should have put more detail in this before I went on and did this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say first, see if this is still a smart decision to do. I'm gonna remesh this to 0.005. Let's see if I don't lose too much detail now, which, you know, might happen. But I need a little bit more polys to get in the detail that I want. Oh, well then, that suddenly went dark. How cool looking this is. I'll need to go into edit mode, select everything, press Shift N, and wait a second, and then go at an edit mode again. Sculpt mode, yeah. Okay, so yeah, everything went fine. We didn't lose too much detail here. And we're still gonna detail this. Especially love the detail like by pulling in the edge a little bit more. Like, I'm gonna put the fall off on sharp again, I think. Is that sharp? Doesn't feel like sharp. Nope. Oh, sharper. This one's sharp. Thank you. Putting a clothing seam in here. That goes here. Get these lines straight. A little bit too much. Yeah. Yeah, this is a bit dirty. And this needs to be stretched more. My English for crying out loud. And we can do that by flattening this a little bit, you know. Also flatten this a bit more. Let's see if this thing does the trick. It's in the scrape one, right? No? What happened to our brushes? They're still... Oh no. Oh, only the ones, yeah, they weren't locked down, so... I'm gonna pen them again. Okay. Oh, come on. No. Yes. There we go. So now we got some double bits. Yeah, because there's a 0 on top of them. Cool. Yeah, this is something I want to do. This is a special one. It's pretty cool. Most of these are like, they bring in like kind of a rock texture, so not super applicable. So let's get the one that I kind of want to. Where are you? There you are. Let's see if this doesn't really do the trick though. Yeah, this is too hard. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the default scrape because pulling in this detail again is gonna be a little bit hard. To make clean brush strokes, which is not my strong suit. There we go. Kind of push this more in. Have a little bit of these stretch lines where his eye is stressing to really push that shape a little bit. Just gonna wrap this nicely around these shapes here. Kind of flatten this out because this looks kind of weird. I mean, you can still have those seams in here, but definitely don't want to too much other details that are not really relevant. Can you like scrape this out a bit? And here, I don't know why this is shaped like this, but it kind of looks cool. I definitely want to smooth it out a little bit. Go in here, smooth this seam a little bit after sharpening it. Keep that edge in here without pushing it too much. Kinda redo this. Maybe something cool that we could do here is like really push this side out a little bit and then flatten it on this side. Kind of stretches the mask a little bit more. I'm not sure if that super duper works, but yeah, it's there. Let's just get in these shapes a little bit better. Especially here, like, this seems a bit too dirty. Oh, hide the effects, Dominic. The turtle starts to look like me when I'm drunk. Yeah, you look really awesome when you're drunk. Okay, so we're also gonna start like doing the mouth a little bit more pronounced. I'm just gonna drag the upper part of the mouth a bit out to kind of create some sort of lips, I guess. I don't really have lips, but yeah, definitely want to create a little bit of a shadow here. Then there's a bit more than it's at the moment. Come on. Yeah, something like this. I use the scrape brush to kind of smoothen out very lightly that shape here, and as well here. And drag this a little bit down. A little bit of an angle going on here, so I want to bring that in. Maybe even pull this out just a tiny fraction. And then just by tiny bit fill this up a little bit, but flatten it out on the other side. There's a little bit this natural buildup of fat going on. Yeah, there we go. Kind of want to bring this detail a little bit more smooth. Bring this together here. Flatten this out. Flatten this out. Kind of bring this shape back in though. I kind of want this still to be a thing. Not too much now. Bring the head a bit down. You can just start scraping the skull here, where we see two big edges, especially back here. There we go. I definitely want to get rid of this blobby feeling here. Maybe flatten this out. Yeah, a little bit of a weird detail anyway. I don't have ears, which is awesome. Maybe the most awesome fact about this sculpt, they don't have ears. I do want to push in the mouth a little bit more, especially around the corners. Like kind of pull this out, smooth it out. Maybe it's a little bit closer to each other, just so it feels like a mouth, right? And then we can go in here, really start to emphasize these edges with a pinch brush. You can go in and punch it out a little bit more. There we go. You can use a scrape brush again to kind of make this a little bit smoother. Smooth it out. There we go. Okay, let's get in some detail. Okay. I have to make some smart decisions here because I'm not sure if I want to kind of connect the neck physically to the head. I think it's fine as it is. We're gonna like clean this up a little bit, but you know, let's start with that now. Let's finish up the shoulders like we want. Perfect English. Let's get in some lines. Let's get in some sweet lines of shoulder muscles. Let's get our shapes in here. Smooth this out. Pull this out. Use a scrape brush. I think this has enough detail as well. Like getting a seam in here, where this muscle goes into the shoulder. I think that's about right. Alright, I just want to scrape away a bit of the shoulder because I think it's a little bit too much. And of course, down here. There we go. It's nice and smooth. Cut away. With the back, could do the same here. So that we have like a nice shape here. I think maybe the shoulder needs to be a little bit more organic looking because it looks a little bit bladed at the moment. Alright, so let's turn over our symmetry. Let's really decide here on how we kind of want to approach things. So anyway, this stretches to the back here and this kind of folds a little bit more. I think that's what happens, right? Yeah, well, it rotates more. So you can like pull back the shoulder a little bit here. And kind of push this one up. And we can start to align this with the thing we have. So we see that the back actually goes here now. Oops. We should just drag this. Yeah, okay. We should just drag this to the position it has to be in. I mean, we're not going to render this at the back, but this kind of helps translate some of the shapes here, right? So this kind of moves to the back. So now we see this as well. This is a bit too much. This kind of also needs to go down here. There we go. What I want to start to do, and this is going to be a little bit tricky, and we're going to see if I have a brush that can help me with that. No, nothing in the blob. No, I think that's about it. Let's think. I mean, this could look good. I'm looking at how I kind of want to put these shapes in here, right? I'll push the strength a little bit. Because they have these dots. And this could be nice. I think this might go a little bit more subtle. So let's push it back there. Like this. And I think this is a nice shape to kind of push it a little bit too hard. Okay, let's lower the strength. Let's just get this shape in here in some spaces. And let's use another shape. Let's lower this. Okay, I want to distribute these well. And I'm just going to use the blob tool on fall off sphere just to start on the same depth somewhat, making these small. I think I've overdone it here a little bit, so I'm just gonna and check how they're distributed and start putting in some of this detail, right? That looks a bit too. Sweet detail. Alright, let's go back to the head. I already see a little bit, like, we need to fix some stuff here, right? So I'm gonna turn my X mirror again. And with the flatten brush, I'm gonna clean up our sculpt here. Cause this, like, yay. This needs to be a straighter line, straighter seam, and we can use a flatten brush to flatten this dimension out. Can really get some lines in here. It's nice. And I think I have to push this in a little bit because I made these grooves a little bit too groovy. I just got the shape in here again. Smooth this out. And maybe you can also like kind of push the skin here a little bit so it looks a little bit more. I think the inflate brush will do a better job here. We can kind of see that it pushing against the mask. We can even pull it a little bit closer to each other. I like the shape. Just clean it up before I put in those details. Yeah, there we go. Just push this in so it connects with the neck a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So we don't have any outlandish connections here. Stretch a bit, stretch. All right, let's try and use these new brushes. Somewhere there's yeah, here. So we see like funky slashes. I'm gonna save first, because I see a nice detail on the reference I'm looking at. A slash across his face. So I'm gonna try and replicate that. That is not working. It's Control Z. Oh, strength is like way down. Yeah, I think this is better. I think it might get a little bit too deep now. I think I might use another one. Oops. Okay, so I kind of want to mask first, because I don't want this to go over the mask actually. I want to mask out the mask. Okay. I'm a funny man. I just kind of want to have this smooth transition. Okay, now I want to try that again. I also want to turn off symmetry right for this. No, this was, yeah, there we go. Okay, it's a little bit smaller. Kind of may want to even start here. Okay, let's press Alt M. There we go. And now I want to select another one, the smaller one, and kind of cross this one. I want a little bit of thicker one. Alright. And then the skinnier one. Again, I want to exclude the mask here. So I'm gonna mask out the mask again. I always want to make like a pun like that. I am thinking of there's this moment in the original Pocahontas movie, in the Disney one, where the tree also makes a pun, and then just a shot of 2 seconds of like the 2 owls sitting on the branch, looking like kind of annoyed, kind of one looking at the other, and like they're like, "Oh God, you made a pun again." I love that. I'm just gonna press Alt M, see how this looks. Okay. So scars are way easier to do now. That's good news. I'm just gonna push these together because I kind of want this to be a bit sharper than it is at the moment. All the way to the back here. So we can maybe put a little bit of an expression in there. Also, I think maybe the mouth needs to go a little bit closer to each other. It's a bit messy, isn't it? I'm just gonna use a scrape brush to get out these annoying lines. That might have not been the good way to go. Just a flatten brush. Okay. What I want to add, and what I think might look really cool, is another scar. I'm gonna use this one again, like across the nose, like to make a little bit of an indent on the nose here. I think I'm gonna let's make it straight. Yeah, I made one here. I kind of want to add all the scars. You don't want to make them look too battle worn, of course, but okay. So let's go back to our where are they? Oh, here. I want to start to add these details as well on the face here. I'm gonna make a couple of bigger spots that kind of have a shape in them. There we go. Not too many, especially on the top of the face, like on the surfaces pointing up. Just going from the reference image here, and then with a lot smaller brush, I kind of want to start just first the big shape so I can see what's going on, and then start the smaller dots here. I think they kind of go less on the nose here, so I'm just gonna smooth those out again, reflatten it. I really want to add a feeling that they kind of disappear in the mask here. That's too much. Okay. I don't know. It's a little bit too many straight ones, so I'm just gonna put one of the these spots again here, a bit smaller. There are too many circles going there, and here at this side as well. Let's already put our non-circles in there, and then just fill in. I think that's just a bit too harsh here. here. I can also like start adding smaller dots. I also have the a bigger one on the head here. Oops. Two smaller ones. There you go. You don't want to overdo them. Might have overdone them a little bit here, like one or two less. I think they might go like a little bit on the nose here. Just for some extra detail, right? Okay, now for the last detail, I kind of want to add a little bit of a lower lip because I do see that present in the artwork I'm looking at. So that might be a stylization choice, but nonetheless, I kind of want to respect that and put that in here. You know, just like this. Yeah. Curve to a full. Still not super happy with how the mouth looks. Maybe pull this together even more. Flatten out the surface a little bit. And maybe at the end here, go once up, once down, fill that in a little bit. Got the grab brush, smaller, kind of pull that over there. Like smooth it out again. So a little bit of this edge going on. Devil is in the details, huh? Alright, so I want to add one more thing here. I'm not sure if I want to sculpt that, but we'll see. Let's go to object modes and add a plane here. I kind of want to add the headband. Let's see if we can sculpt this. Let's do a remesh of 0.01. Smooth normals, remesh. Cool. What did that do? Oh yeah, it's because the remesher doesn't work on non-solid objects. Okay, let's use that in topo. Vertex data detected, and I just ignore that. Let's go to 1 pixel of detail. Let's use a snake hook. Let's see if this works. And it's just, oh boy. Okay, let's just first use a flatten brush to. Oh wait, that doesn't add detail. Does a rig brush do? I think so, it does, right? Yeah, because now these are in here. Oh, we have, yeah, one thing we need to do is apply the scale. And now, yep, we have a lot of detail. Sculpt modes. I know my let's see what we can do with this, right? Bringing a cool shape in here. I don't know why it looks so funky. Bringing a crease in here. Looks rather funky at the moment, but I guess we can fix it in a second. Okay, let's see here. what we did here. Why is this looking all... Oh, it still looks like the scale is not... Okay, let's go back into edit mode. Oh, because we didn't... not edit mode, sculpt mode. Because we didn't do the dyne topo after we did the apply sculpt. Okay, so let's go really smoothly over this. And then, you know, just smooth out. Okay, and now it looks kind of fine again. There's like kind of these broken ridges, but I don't mind that. Kind of looks the parts, you know. As long as you don't overdo that. Oh wow. Okay, I think I'm fine with the amount of detail now, so I'm gonna disable dyne topo, just so we can sculpt a little bit faster. There we go. Okay. Not sure if this was the best option to do this in. Duplicate it, make it smaller, go back into sculpt mode, grab the grab brush, randomize the second one a little bit more, smooth it out, flatten it maybe. Might be a better option. The flatten brush really tears this up. Follow the same lines. Oops. And okay, I need my, where is it? Stabilized stroke. It's not perfect, but you know, disable it again. Now we can drag this edge down here and this edge up here. Just to add detail, smooth out a little bit more. And there we go. Kind of want to, oh boy. What is this? Delete those. Okay, I'm just gonna check how this looks in, I don't think I should add a solidify to this. Okay, no, let's just check how it looks. Okay, so we're gonna save this again. Hi, Khalid, you are good. Hi, Rantishet, I'm in India. I want to learn notes. Well, learn notes. But hey, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Okay, let's go to shading real quick. So we want to do a couple of things. I want to first check out how this all looks in the clay, right? Just in the clay, and then the ice will give it a special emission shader. So we're gonna make this new and put the shading on one. I'm also gonna go to shaded view, see how this looks, and see if we need a different shader for the mask. So I'm just gonna go to layout. I'm just gonna put this in the view I want. Get the camera in the right position. Select the camera, pull out here. Maybe we can do another flat one. Yeah, 720. I forgot the oh no, it's 1080 by 720. That kind of looks cool. Okay, I think the mask is separate enough. Like this kind of looks cool from afar, but now that I see it, it's kind of yeesh. Yeesh. Man. Yeah, we might need to fix that. But first let's delete most of our lights, right? Let's see if we can already create something interesting with this. This kind of looks very cool, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very cool. Like because it's a Ninja Turtle, we kind of want to drape him in more mystery, right? Maybe even simulate a street light from far. Maybe. I think this light can be a lot brighter. I kind of have to fix the head here still because I need to put the camera a little bit lower. You know, to hide my mistakes. Nah, just I do one that kind of like from here. What you could do is press the, well, not that button apparently. Huh, that's weird. Oh yeah. So, is there a raise button? Yeah, there we go. Could fly around to the camera a little bit. See what works best. Might even like not have him look at the camera. Okay. We need to fix the head anyway, so let's go back to sculpting. And just gonna check what's wrong here. Okay, so it looks round, but yeah, there's this weird thing going on. So I kind of need to flatten this without losing too much detail. There we go. Okay, make it a little bit symmetrical again. Into layout. This looks better now. Or could like the head be smaller still? It's like, let's go squash it a little bit. Although that's fine. I really want the silhouette to be in there, right? Push this maybe a little bit more. Get this a little bit to the back maybe. Ooh, I like this. Okay. Now we need some kind of fill light that makes sense and looks good. I'll light them up a little bit. Let's go a little bit with the night sky here. Can really colorize this. Pretend this is the moonlight. Really blue. And another light. The city warmed. It's gonna be a little bit more yellowish. You know, turtle power. Let's make it green. I kind of want to avoid lighting that lower thing here too much. Go more towards yellow and the rim light here. Like in a sense, the more lights you have, the more you are lighting up the detail you have. But at the same time, you don't want to make your lights overshadow, you know, like remove nice shadows you might have. So I might make this light smaller just to, although kind of an ambient light. Move this green light a little bit. The thing that's bothering me a little bit, if I go into sculpting here, is that he looks a little bit too much like he has his eyes closed instead of looking forward to the camera. So I'm just gonna push these a little bit up and push the entire area here a little bit up. See what that does. I need to go into, yeah, definitely want the emission to be a little bit harder, so I'm gonna put the value to 4. That's too much. Put the value to 2. That's about the right amount. The color that I see being used here is pink. It kind of has to. We could do that. We could go full stylistic on this bad boy. Not for this light, sorry. Control Z. Nah, I like the previous better. You really don't want to lose this shape here. Like, and if I light it like this, then we get most out of the shape here. And now it starts to look like something. This ambient tone, pull a little bit more over him. Take the shader of the eyes here. Maybe a little bit of color. Green color, turtle power. Now let's see here. Could make them warmer. Just a little bit. Yeah. Just going back and forward to see what we can do with this. add a little bit more light here. That's too many colors here. I do want to keep this shape and clear, but I kind of want to light up the face a little bit more as well. Like, do this a little bit. Just cheat it. Have fill lights going on here. A little bit of backlight. Let's see here. Maybe I can just. I should let's go sculpting. The camera view, or not, you know. I just want to scribble away. I want to scribble away. I wanna fly away. Okay, I'm gonna forfeit on a little bit there. Definitely. Just so that I don't have that grab brush, grab this down. So I don't have that much light going down here, you know. And the green light I have down here, maybe I want to put a little bit more here. So it goes a little bit more on the face and somewhere else. There we go, turtle power. Let's put the green a little bit more toward the yellow. And this is a festival of colors. Amazing. I mean, nothing stops us from having the shader here to be a little bit more greenish, right? But then the mask needs to be painted, I guess. Yeah, I know. I can get one. This one's a different one. Oh, it doesn't have one. Whoops. There we go. Turtle power. Okay, it kind of has something making it this green. Because then we could really oversaturate the pink here and get that stylization going. Even here. Nice range of colors, you know. Okay, and, I'll just have to give him like another shader for the mask. That ought to be fun. Let's make it blue. Let's make him Raphael. All right. Just gonna call this mask to make myself easier. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Let's go into vertex paint. No, let's go into. Is there no way to, if I'm in sculpt mode and I have the mask tool, right? I'll just no. Fill this up. Can I? I go into edit mode. Do I have that selected? No. No way. Nope. That's crazy. Should use that more. No. How do we invert the mask? I? No, Control I. Yeah, there we go. And actually use the move tool to move these things around. It's a good thing to keep in mind for the next one. But okay, let's use the vertex paint and kind of get annoyed again by how slow it goes. Oh my god, I don't want to do this. Okay, let's get the big shapes out of the way, right? Let's go here. And poof. Okay. Is there a way to make this faster? No. Though I think maybe doing this in add mode might be a little bit faster because of how this is set up. Select nothing. I just pressed 8 twice. Come on. It's 1 million polys. We can handle that. Hey! Hello everybody. Let's do the chat while my computer is burning. Why do you not use Irradiance volume? Why would I use Irradiance volume? Hello Sculptors, hello reuse your videos as a calendar. Yeah, me too. I'm like, oh, it's the 20th today. Cool. Okay, did I break it? Very nice! Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, first things first, let's save this before it crashes. Okay, so I want to have nothing selected. Okay, then let's go to face mode. Let's actually, because I think this will, yeah, this goes a slightly faster, but at the same time it doesn't select everything I want. So let's go to vertex and actually go to wireframe. So it does select everything, and then we're just gonna print out a mask here. Okay, let's, whoops. Might have done too much here. Control C. Let's press enter, rotate a bit. Okay. This is a bad way of doing this. Yeah, no. Let's go back to it goes a little bit slower, but I think the not texture paint. The vertex paint a little bit of a better trick here. It's not because I have a matte cap on, right? No. Can I put this on flat? Will it go faster? No, not by a long shot. Okay. Just to be super precise here. You don't see that anyway. I can't believe I decided first not to paint it and then now to paint it. Such a pushover. And there we go. Like, I don't even know if I turn on the X mirror if this will actually work. Yeah, it does. Let's save ourselves some time. Can fine tune it later. There we go. Let's look under here. Let's get this gap going on here. Yeah. You know what would be even faster, but I don't want to kind of cheat out of this. Just to make two renders, one with the blue shader, one with the green shader, and just mask it out in Photoshop. You're not going to be able to tell the difference, I think. But yeah, I mostly do the Photoshop things off stream, so I don't want you guys to feel left out. Okay, might go to white here again because I painted a little bit too much here, I think. Yeah, just a little bit. Just go back. Yeah. Nope. Oh boy. Pressing X out of habit. I think there is a feature like this in here in texture painting. If you press X, you go to your secondary color. Okay, there we go. Up here, just a little bit of cleanup. I mean, it's not going to be super visible. I don't want to differentiate the colors too much, but it's going to add, you know, a little bit of a touch. Go back to shading, and then we pick this color. I'm really gonna copy this color, paste it here. Then we're gonna just Control 0. That doesn't work because I don't have. Okay, how does this work? When you get so used to using the node wrangler, you forget where the actual nodes are. So okay, we're going green. Actually, this should be around because we made the mask black. Input, color. So next time I should do the vertex paint like in pure green or something, because it was really hard to, if it's black, like to see what was painted. So where's the vertex color? There we go. Select call, go to color, into factor. Okay, put this in the color, and into the subsurface radius. Of course, for the shoulders, we want kind of a, okay, just very cheaply. Okay. Okay, there we go. And there's some errors in here, but you know, in the lighting, it's not gonna be too obvious, and I can't be bothered. There we go. See, you can kind of see it, but I mean, but it's awesome looking now. Look how awesome it looks. Yeah, there we go. Let's render it out. I think the camera might go a little bit higher, just because framing. Let's go here. Put it a little bit higher. There we go. Let's look at it. There we go. Turtle power. Woo! That looks great. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with this. I'm gonna color correct with a little bit of Photoshop, and then I'll post it online on my Twitter, that you can find under. Oh god, come on, do the thing. Huh? You can follow me on Twitter at @gentingent. That's also my Instagram handle if you want to follow me on Instagram. Or you can go to patreon.com/bandnight and check out how you can support me. And I'm gonna add the new tiers. It's oh my god, I really need to do that. So much work. But I already want to thank all my patrons, especially Taylor Brown for being a Sir Knight. I always call out all my Sir Knights. So if you want to become a Sir Knight or just a resident, you know, if you can save a little bit of money, you'd be helping me out so much, especially because I can invest more time into this without having to do more freelance work to actually, you know, feed myself. But you all are great already for liking and subscribing to the channel, for checking it out, for going into the chats, chatting with me, keeping me a little bit company in sculpting all these. So thanks for that. Yeah, so thank you all. My name is Cedric from Bandnight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Julie. Oh wait, she isn't here. Sad face. Bye. Ah?